Today, guys, we're going to be drawing Jughead. I usually start off with a circle for the head, top of the head, then a U shape for the chin. I usually kind of rough in where I want the mass of the body to go, like the torso. Here we go. And just kind of, have an idea of what I want him to do. I want him to be eating a hamburger. So I'm gonna go, okay, I want this arm down here. I want to be able to put the burger there. And then maybe the hand here, holding it. And then see, and then put his hat. Just kind of roughing it out. Just kind of, I do this so I know how much space I have. That way when I'm filling in the details, I can be, okay, I've got enough room for that and a bit more based on the paper that I have. Sketching real lightly with bought this new pencil. It's a Graph Gear 500.7. It's really nice. It's really good quality pencil. Let's see, let's making that mouth huge. Don't want him to go hungry. He can eat as much as he wants. Jughead usually has his eyes shut, doesn't he? Alright, let's do this. His hair. So, okay, then we do this. And then he usually has what, an S on his chest? There we go. Now I'll go over with a darker line. Now that I have he's all set up, the space, I want to go through with a thicker line. So we're going to go with let's do the head. Big cartoony ear. What I do here is I go slow around it and slowly make it a little bit thicker. That helps me even out the stroke to make it as smooth as possible. So I don't put much pressure on it, just real sensitive. Let's go do the neck. And then we do the middle of the arch right here. That's where the middle of your nose is. And then we'll just bring this up. And then we'll bring his nose back. Put a little shadow at the bottom. Now we're going to bring his mouth in. And we bring it down here. Teeth. For his teeth, I like to just do a solid area. Instead of putting like individual teeth, because in cartoons, when you draw individual teeth, sometimes it comes off as a little weird looking, like railroad tracks or something. So here we go, and then his eyes. I'll put. There we go. Now I want to do his hat. So usually, because when I'm not recording, I'll move the paper around, which makes it easier when you're trying to draw certain angles. With this, I'm trying to not to do that. So forgive me if it looks kind of weird. Now what I'm doing here is I put little wiggly lines, and that's for his hair. It's like a little highlight. I color around it, and it gives you like, oh look, his hair's glistening. There we go. A little bit behind his neck there. So let's add the crown on his hat. There's 4 of them. Okay. Here's a circle, a little square. Let me change this up. As I sketch, I look back at it and I make changes and adjustments over time. So what I'll do is I'll come in here in a minute with a eraser, and I'll erase these lines and then go back over it again with a little more, with a little bit more precision. So don't be afraid to do that. So here we go. So let's put his turtleneck. Let's use it just here we go. And shoulders for his shirt. Bicep muscle there. And then down here we have the wrinkles in the shirt. This right here, this little line there, that's the safe space. I'm going to not draw past that. I'll erase anything that goes past that. So I'm not going to put too much detail down here. Let's see. His hand. And let's do his shirt on this side. Gonna put a little thicker line there. And we got, add little small details as we move forward here. I'll ink in the S, or make the S more prominent here. Now, do the burger. That's going to be a big deal here. A lot of detail. So here's the bun, top bun. And we'll add a little highlight, those little sesames. And let's see, let's add a little cheese. And then, let's see. And then meat, tomatoes, and then a little lip here for the bun, brown bun, and then a little thickness for the bun itself. See? And let's put his hands on. We can add some do like, here's this wrist, a little half circle, and then go around it and make another one. And then we'll just bring this one in. And then add a little bit of, it's going to go off screen, so we're going to just put some wrinkles there. Alright, now, with this eraser, I'm going to lightly erase this thing. Be careful, it kind of smudges it sometimes. What I want to do is just knock off most of the lines you don't see. And then go over the whole thing again with more precision. Brush. I don't have my brush with me. Okay, you still kind of see it. So let's start again, and we'll just and at this stage I'm going to draw it as if I'm inking it, but with a pencil. And I do that because I want to be able to, when I'm inking it, know exactly where everything goes. I'm going to fill in some of the other areas. So let's do this hand. Some of the dark areas I'm going to leave. Just put X's so I'll know to fill them in when I do the inking. There we go. There's his hand. And let's see the bun. Add this back in. So the hamburger's done. Let's do the wrist. And we don't need much here. Just there we go. And let's bring this up. S here, let's thicken up those lines. There we go. Hopefully it'll look more like an S when I'm inking it. Let's do the ear. Sometimes when I'm drawing, I forget I'm recording, so I don't talk. Some people enjoy that actually, but just in case, here's the highlight. And that. So here, do the hat. Little crevice there. Trying to make these as even as possible. And the circle, and the square. He usually has hair on the other side, so let's add that. Eyes, eyebrows. All right. What do you think? So, okay, now for inking, I have these pens. I love these pens. This is I got these from Jet Pen, zebra pen. Let's see. They're all in Japanese, but I assume. Anyway, I can't read it. So they're bullet tip pens. And these are nice because you can get your thick and thin lines as you ink around areas without having too much effort. So let's start with the head. I made a move, if you don't mind. Don't press down too hard because the line gets really thick if you do that. So let's do the burger. Kind of when I'm inking, I kind of just randomly go all over the place until I get enough of it where I'm like, okay, I know what I'm doing. It's all about lines intersecting with each other, and so you don't have any bleed. Since it's fun, I don't want it to be perfect. I like it to look a little like a real bun. They're round, but sort of circle, right? So here's cheese, tomato, lettuce, cheese, and down here we're gonna have the meat. I have a small lip. That's the interior of the bottom bun. And then we have the bottom. There you go. We have his wrist. A little bit of shadow there, so we'll black that out. There. And we'll bring the there you go. Now I want to do the hands. We'll bring that up. So do the little finger. Here we go. And sometimes what I'll do is I'll ink it all just like uniform, meaning that the weight of the ink is very similar all the way around, and then I'll go in afterwards and add areas where I want it thicker And then I'll, there we go. There's his teeth. Then, since this is the inking part of it, I'm going to go ahead and fill this in. There we go. Now, I'm going to put a little bit of sideburns on him because sometimes he has that. And we'll do the highlight. And go around it. Sometimes, what you need to do when you're doing your highlight is however thick you think it needs to be, make it a little bit bigger than that around, because when you fill it in, sometimes you think, oh dang, it's easier to fix that during versus you can't subtract it like you can on a digital painting. Let's do the hat. Little brim there. Alright, so we have that. Okay. Now I'm going to add the wiggly up there. Sometimes I just use the pencils as a guide, and I'll change things while I'm inking it. That's what I did here with the hair. I want it taller. After I'm sitting there staring at it, I see things that I want to do. They're in this phase, so I'm like, okay, I'll just do that while I'm inking it versus re-pencil on it. And it has the highlight, so we're not going to change that. Alright, so now we add the shoulder here. And there we go. Now let's do this back shoulder. Little tricep muscles, little wrinkles in the sweater. There we go. This done. There we go. Want to add this side. So we're almost to the point where we can erase the pencils completely. Once we do that, we go back and we start adding additional details with the ink. There we go. Okay, so we have everything. I'll put these. Alright, so now we're going to give it just a couple of minutes because I want to be able to make sure that the ink don't smear when I start erasing. Let's try one area down here. On this, I'll just press a little harder. It doesn't matter because I'll go back over it if the ink comes off. What I don't want is it to smear. Okay, now let's go add some additional details and ink in where some of the spots where it came off. Start in the middle of the mouth. See some white spots. And what I'm going to do now is go around the whole image and just make it a little thicker on the outside. It makes, to me, it makes it seem more, without a, I'm not sure what the term is, but finished look. Some of it's thicker anyway, so I don't need to add too much. Here's the, yeah. Trick for is just kind of go slow, go over your arches a little at a time, and that'll keep your lines smooth if you just do small little movements. Here's the chin. Fingers. Sometimes, see, that was kind of wavy, but I was able to put a thicker line around it and smooth it out. Here's this one. Yeah, sometimes I'll go in and I'll add just detail. His other hand down here, you don't see any details whatever, but gives you the illusion that it's there. Don't want to thicken that up too much because it is on the inside. But I do want to add some like dots and wrinkles, things like that. Thicken this line up here. And the last one is this shoulder here. There we go. So we'll just Fix this shadow on the nose. It's kind of weird. Shadow on his neck. Alright. Let me fix this right here on the S. Overshot it earlier. So there we go. And I'll use just a pencil. I'll add some shading. Some just light. I usually use a marker, but I don't have one with me today. A little bit of shading here, a little bit under the nose. Basically where the sun would not let any light through. That is it. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for hanging out, and hope to see you next time. Take care.